Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Chris-Beth Cowie, and I'm the host of BizGrams and the founder of EmpowerFX. I'm super excited this morning because we have a special edition for you today. We have a very special guest, Sharmaine Hussey from ACBN. She's one of the program coordinators there. And this episode is going to be featured and talking about entrepreneurship within an organization. For the benefit of the guests, Sharmaine, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting me to your program.
Hey, I'm super excited. Thank you for being here. So Sharmaine, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got connected to ACBN.
I'm from Jamaica, the sunny island. I enrolled in a college, Lambton College in Toronto, and I participated in a project management course, which part of the curriculum, you have to do the internship. That is how I got connected to ACBN. And I have been at ACBN as the operations project coordinator, and it has been an awesome experience.
Hey, that is wonderful. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about some of the projects that you're currently working on at ACBN?
At ACBN, our mandate is to connect entrepreneurs in the Black community to resources, the right tools, the guidance to ensure that your business is developed and for wealth creation. We have quite a few projects working on, but the current ones that we are focusing on right now are the manifesto. We worked with Errol Gibbs, so it's a partnership with ACBN and Errol Gibbs read the manifesto, which empowers Black community to take a stand, to look at what our forefathers has done, where we're coming from and where we want to be. And that has been awesome. It was released early in April, and that has been doing very well. And we are working on I was a researcher, I may say, so I assisted in researching, finding the documentations, historical factors, and that sort of stuff. We're also working with CMHC, and CMHC is a very good program. It's a house providing affordable housing, and it helps developers and contractors to find funding opportunities and know how to engage in developing. If you have, let's say, a building that needs restoration, or you have some development plans, that they offer what we call a seed funding. We have a seed funding program coming up in May 12th, a workshop. It would be awesome for you to join us at 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. CMHC is really Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. And as I said, it helps the Black community and others outside to connect to funding opportunities for development of housing.
Hey, I think those are three.
We're also working with JCA, Jamaican Canadian Association, which is a support group for international students and new immigrants. And what they do, what we're doing for them is that we're connecting with them through providing a job fair, which is coming up in September 30. And we're going to provide institutions that will offer job opportunities for these immigrants and international students. So that is another project. And we also have what we call a microloan project to connect entrepreneurs to loans. We offer up to $2,500, and via alternate savings, you can be approved for loans up to $5,000, and it enables you to take care of from the smallest things to marketing your product to making re-strategizing due to COVID and other stuff. So it's awesome.
Hey, no, thank you so much for sharing that. I think I was going to say 3 dynamic projects, then you give us 2 more. So 5 dynamic projects. And I love it because, a couple of weeks ago with the first one, you talked about the manifesto. We had Errol Gibbs on to talk about, what this manifesto is all about, and to know your role as a researcher and support for putting this document and bringing this document to life is so powerful. So congratulations to you in that way.
Thank you.
I'm curious, when, working on this project as it relates to the manifesto, what were some of the, the biggest takeaway that you want everyone to know about this manifesto?
The biggest takeaway that I'd like to share is that as a Black community, we have to remember that we have to leave a legacy behind to make sure that our voice is not stifled, that we have a voice and that we can take a stand and that we can grow and we can develop just like every other ethnic group. And we just need to feel empowered and to move forward and to know that we have a support community there to help us through. So this manifesto highlights that we should remember that Black community need to join together, support each other, and aim for the highest goals possible because it is achievable.
Hey, that's awesome and so powerful and much needed. We'll be sure to put that information in the description where you can click through and get access to the manifesto document itself. You also talked to us a little bit about the work with JCA. Do you want to just elaborate on that? I know that you came to ACBN, as you mentioned, through the JCA program. What are some of the benefits you think on why entrepreneurs should show up to this job fair that's happening in September?
The job fair will connect you to the right tools and resources you need. It will connect you to the organizations that are out there that are willing to help, to engage you, to take you on board. You'll be able to meet, to see presentations, to meet persons of stature, persons that have that ability to help you to reach your goal. So, and it is very informative. We're putting together some workshops. We have certain topic areas that we want to discuss: how to improve your business, how to connect, how to basically improve your image, your brand image, and sell yourself.
Hey, that's awesome. One of the things I know a little bit about you based on, some previous conversations, you have your MBA in business administration, and you also went to school here in Canada for project management, right? So you have that understanding about business and then really that project management lens. I'm curious, would you say, are there best practices entrepreneurs should be considering as they're building out their business, one, but also with that project management lens on? Any advice or tips that you have to share there?
Sure. My first tip is that you should definitely set your goal. Know what your goals are, know what your short-term goals are, know what your long-term goals are. And these goals should not be random information that you write down. Okay, I need to achieve. It needs to be what we use as a guide. It's called SMART goals. So it has to be, these are acronym for being specific. So that S is for specific. So your goal, you have to be specific. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to achieve? It has to be measurable. It has to be attainable. It has to be relevant to what you want to achieve. So these are the tasks, these are how I'm going to achieve it, but is it relevant? Will it attain these tasks that I have laid down, these specific goals that I want to meet? Will it accomplish that? And it has to be time-based, because you have to set milestones. You have to see that your milestones are being accomplished. So you have your monthly milestones, or you have your annual milestones, and you can do random checks to see what you have accomplished and what you have not. You have to also learn to manage your changes. Change management is very important because change will occur. Look at COVID. A lot of persons, you have to re-strategize. You have to some persons have to create, there has been delays in their business. So you have to know how to manage these changes, and you have to know the scope so you don't go outside of your scope. Okay, this is my target audience. This is how I'm going to achieve my goals. And you have to manage that and monitor your scope so that you stay within the scope. So there's not much disruptions, or you don't stray too far from what the plan is. You have to have your business plan, identify the risk, monitor them. You have to have a strong team. Who are you working with? Who are you partnering with? Example, ACBN, a lot of entrepreneurs have come on board and partnered with us in our programs, and it has helped them tremendously. So you have to find groups, these groups that guide you and give you inspiration and show you how to do it. We are here to help you. So in terms of project management, that's what I say. Just set your plan, know your target audience, make sure you set achievable goals, and you have your milestones, you monitor them, make sure it's timely, and you initiate the whole plan, you monitor and manage it, and you make sure the execution is well done. If it's not, what have you learned from that? And do your monitoring on control policies, and then you close, and then you can look back and see, where do I go from this? What's the next step? The next step.